of bravery and courage have always been a big thing in our family. And we've, most people, most people who know me know that I have a massive library of very old books, and a lot of them are firsthand accounts or within a couple of decades of the actual event happening. So it has been a great privilege to be able to pull those in and be able to talk to my kids and say, you know, as they've come up with questions, Mom, the so-and-so said this about Abraham Lincoln or George Washington or Thomas Jefferson. I'm like, well, what do you think? Do you think this is true? And I pull off a book written by Thomas Jefferson and I read that to them, and they're like, no, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like the same person. I'm like, okay, guys, this is like the Bible in some ways. You don't just take someone's word for who God is. You discover who God is by reading who he says he is in his own word. We have the privilege of having God's own word given to us, and it has been protected through the thousands of years. And that is not to be taken for granted. We can do the same thing with our own country's history. We are not that old of a country. There are these documents, there are these books, but we need to be protecting those documents and books because they're being purged by people who don't want to admit that this is our roots. These are our roots. We have Christian roots and we have moral roots. So those kinds of things have always been a theme for us in our school, but bravery and courage and being respectful of the men and women who died to create our country, to protect our country. It's just been a very, very important focus throughout our years of parenting. I've taken a lot of time to dig into those writings and really discover some of those courageous acts firsthand. It's really interesting. And we've always just really taught our kids to learn history, to learn from history. What is the takeaway lesson